In this video, we're going to be installing Hytale on SteamOS with the Steam Deck via the native Linux version, so we can assign cover art, configure settings for graphics and controls, and enjoy Hytale in gaming mode on any device running SteamOS. The first thing we need to do is go to desktop mode and open our web browser and go to the official Hytale website, where we want to go to the download tab and scroll down until we see the Linux version here. And we want to click this and download this to our downloads folder. Once downloaded, we simply want to double-click on the Hytale Flatpak launcher, where, after a brief moment, the Discover Store will appear and will be prompted to install in the top right-hand corner. But before we can install, we need to enter our SteamOS password, which, if you haven't set this already, we can go to System Settings on the taskbar, go down to Users, choose Change Password, select Leave Unchanged on the following prompt, and go back to the Discover Store. Enter our password, and once the download is finished, let's go ahead and press Launch. And when the launcher appears, we want to select Sign In to open our web browser and sign in with one of the 6 sign-in methods. I signed up with email, so I'm going to select this and press the X button on my Steam Deck to bring up the Steam keyboard and enter my username and password, and also enter my email code afterwards. Now once we're all logged in, we'll get a message saying that authentication was successful and the game is now launching. And once the launcher loads, we want to choose Accept on the agreement, press the Install button in the left-hand corner, and wait for the download to complete. And once finished, let's go ahead and test by pressing Play, and once Hytale loads, we'll be on the main menu screen, but for now, we want to press Quit to go back to our desktop. Let's choose our application launcher in the bottom left, go to All Applications, find the Hytale launcher, right-click with L2, and choose Add to Steam. And once the Hytale launcher is added to Steam, let's go back to our desktop and choose Return to Gaming Mode. Now back in gaming mode, let's press the Steam button, go to our library and find the Hytale launcher. But before we launch, if you have Decky Loader and the SteamDB plugin installed and want to add cover art, we can go to our settings, choose Change Artwork and do this now. And once done, let's go to the controller symbol for the Hytale launcher, choose Gamepad with joystick trackpad at the top, and we want to change our template to keyboard and mouse for the moment, making sure to press X to apply layout, as this will allow us to get through the main menu and into the game. Now let's go back, launch Hytale, and tap play to start the game. Once we're on the main menu, we can use the right trackpad to navigate and R2 as our left mouse button, where I'm going to choose a world, and to give it a name, we need to press the Steam and X button together to open our Steam keyboard, and here we can assign a name. And when we get into the game, we can press Start to open our menu and change our graphic settings from medium to low, or as the game improves during early access, we can tune these settings as much as we wish. At the moment, controller support on the Steam Deck is limited until Hypixel Studios creates a native controller layout for the game. However, because we're running on SteamOS, we have the advantage of access to community controller layouts. New layouts are being added constantly, giving us plenty of options to try, duplicate, and customize to suit our own preferences. So to change our controller layout, we want to press the Steam button, go to Controller, and switch from Keyboard WASD, and with R1, we want to move over to Community Layouts. Press X to view all available layouts, and you'll find hundreds of community-created controller layouts to choose from, which we can test, modify, and fine-tune until we find the one that feels right for us. And if you find one that works well, make sure to upvote it so everyone else can try it out too. So I hope this video was helpful in showing you how to install and configure Hytale on the Steam Deck using SteamOS. And if you decide to try it on your Steam Deck, let us know how it runs for you in the comments. And feel free to share any feedback or issues you run into so we can all help each other out. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.